You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney theme parks podcast, and this is a bonus show number 309 for Thursday the 9th of April 2020.
Where dreams begin.
Well, keeping up our series of dreaming about Disney, I thought this week it would be a lot of fun to invite onto the show one of our very, very favourite people. Hello and welcome to the Disney Dream Girls, Tommy Allison.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Jane. So glad to be here.
You are always welcome, my lovely. And I cannot do a podcast without my partner in crime, the wonderful, the Darbylicious Jane Phipps. Hello, my lovely.
Hello, my darling. So nice to actually get on one of these calls for a change. And the technology's working.
I know.
Yes.
Normally, we end up chatting with Tommy because of timescales and things like that when Joan's up to her eyes in other things. But because we're all not working, it's really easy for us to fit this in and schedule it despite the 8-hour time difference.
Yeah.
And the social distance.
Yeah.
We've been practicing social distancing for a long time, haven't we?
I know.
Us podcasters, huh?
It is really weird because that's how we met.
Exactly.
There you go. You see, every cloud has a silver lining and all that.
Yeah.
That's right.
And anyway, we are here today and we have set Tommy a fantastic challenge that one of our listeners, thank you, the lovely Vicky Marks, sent us in and said, can you do some ultimate theme park imagining for me? So I thought, well, Mr. Disneyland himself, Tommy, could come up with, I'm sure, Tommy's 10 for Disneyland. So he's going to be able to recreate his very own Disneyland with any theme park attractions from the Disney universe, whether it's dead, alive, or existing, whether it's in a different country or not. He's going to be able to put it together and create Tommy's 10.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this idea, Jane?
I'm very intrigued. Because I suppose we've all got our own little sort of, when you start to say, what would your top 10 be? Your mind obviously starts to whir, doesn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see where Tommy goes with this and how old school he's going to go.
Wow.
Because I know what my temptation would be, so interesting.
I know you're going to have 10 Tower of Terrors in your attraction park, Jane. I just know it.
Yeah. Move on, Michelle.
Okay, so Tommy, what is going to be central, the most important attraction for your new invented theme park?
Oh boy. Well, this is pretty obvious. I'm sure a lot of people, I want to get it off my chest and get it out there right away. It's going to be bringing back the original to Tomorrowland, the People Mover.
Woo!
Absolutely the best attraction, I think, that they've ever built. It's just so calm. It's an elevated ride that's above the park, and you just go around and you see different areas. You see Main Street, you see Tomorrowland, you can see Fantasyland, you can see the Matterhorn, you can see the castle, you go over the submarine ride, and you go through Space Mountain, and then oh man, it's so awesome. Yeah.
I'm
just putting this out there. Jane, this is your favourite ride in Walt Disney World, I'm sure.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. It's my go-to. Although I know of late it's got rather crowded, but it's always been my, if you want to escape the hustle and bustle and just want to take a good 10 minutes just to chill out and soak up the vibe, then it's my go-to every time. I would quite happily sit on this ride and just keep going round if they let me.
Yes. Absolutely. We used to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Chill out ride.
Now, I know you Disneylanders like having your food combo with your attractions, i.e. Tiki Room and Dole Whip. So what piece of food would you like around this attraction that you could take onto the ride?
Oh, man. Obviously the Dole Whip is amazing. A Dole Whip float is just even more amazing when it's very, very hot. They used to have this place called the Tahitian Terrace. It was connected to the Tiki Room, and it's where the new Tropical Terrace is now. But there used to be a stage show, and it was a Polynesian stage show with dancers and fire acrobatics and everything like that. And then they had a little mini restaurant attached to it where you could have, Polynesian food and teriyaki chicken and ribs and things like that and rice. It was so good. So good. I'd love to bring that back. I can't believe it. We already jumped into food because you mentioned Dole Whips. There you go.
I've got to mash it up a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
Where are we going next?
I think I would like to move out Buzz Lightyear down, and we want to put back in Circle Vision. But I want it to be, I don't know if you've ever seen any of the old, it was America the Beautiful, right? That was the Circle Vision attraction there. But I would like them to do a more modern Circle Vision attraction. The screens are usually like 9 or 12 screens or something like that in the old attraction, but I like it to be more modern, and I like to have a complete 360-degree screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to have it do a Circle Vision of Disneyland over the years, from beginning to end.
Oh, that'd be a cool idea.
From beginning of when they were building the park in 1954 to opening day 1955, because they have a ton of film that they used when they were building the park. Walt Disney had it filmed, and it would be really good to have that in there. And then you can have all the different attractions being built over time, and oh man, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, the evolution of Disneyland.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wouldn't that be good? Yeah. Because Disneyland is for Americans is just a cultural phenomenon, It's just like it's one of the things you do in life. You just go to Disneyland.
I can see both of those attractions getting really big queues as well, because a lot of people I've spoken with over the years have said, I wish we had People Mover back in Disneyland, and then also bringing in the history side. Wow.
Yes. With that type of technology, and they could actually do maybe 2 shows a day. For example, like in the morning hours, they have the history of Disneyland. Then in the afternoon hours, they may have some sort of different show, they can come up with. So it could be a flex space, a kind of a Tomorrowland's about discovery and the world of tomorrow and everything like that. Maybe they could do something with NASA, and they could do something about going to Mars or going back to the moon and stuff like that, So there's an idea. Blue sky in there.
Perfect. Number 3 then, Tommy.
Oh, wait. Circle Vision, the DC. We're number 4 now, girl. Right?
People Mover, Circle Vision, no. Number 3.
Yeah, you're not going to include the Tahitian Terrace coming back?
That's food. Food doesn't count in the 10. This is just 10 attractions.
Oh, you sneaky girl. Well, you know what I would like to, and it hasn't opened yet. It has not opened yet. Is the Beauty and the Beast ride that they're building in Tokyo. Have you seen some of the show elements that they're working on?
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome to bring over there. Wouldn't that be cool? All those movies like Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid. Finally, we have a Little Mermaid ride. But the movies of the 90s, from The Little Mermaid on, were just phenomenal movies. And they were it was the renaissance of Disney coming back, and they really excelled in this area. And in so many great productions, that would be really cool to have.
Would you want to bring the Be Our Guest restaurant to couple up with it?
I would. I like that restaurant. It's a nice restaurant. The food was very, very good. I don't consider it excellent, but I think it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely have it because it was so well done in Florida. The experience, the place, the dining areas are so well done, so nice. I think I would try to make it a little bit more. I know it's kind of hard in a theme park to really make things a little upscale, but I would try to maybe have like one room where it could be upscale, where it's a quiet room, kind of like going to Club 33. But you're going to go over here and it's quiet, or it's a separate entrance. It's cut off from everyone else. The menu is more exclusive. You can have different type of drinks, alcohol, that sort of thing, and it can be a more upscale experience.
So maybe you could have like a quick service side and then the fine dining side.
So maybe you can even require people to be a little bit more dressed up.
That sounds good.
The only requirement I would have is that nobody would be singing happy birthday. I don't need to sit down in a nice restaurant and hear happy birthday 3 or 4 times.
I remember the trip that we took with the kids in 2010, and we went to the Rainforest Cafe over at Animal Kingdom, and it was the girls' birthday, and they were 13, and they came out with the cake and everything, but I'm not joking, about 12 other people had got birthdays as well. By the time their cake came out, it was just like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, I know.
You've yet to visit there, haven't you, Jane? The Beauty and Beast restaurant.
Yeah, another one on my my very ever expanding bucket list as it grows now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've not yet to try it. So I'm quite liking Tommy's suggestion. I quite like the idea of having somewhere that's exclusive but not membership exclusive. You know, and I like to dress up every now and then, so I quite like the idea of going posh to a Disney park.
Would it be nice? I mean, here you go. You're on a vacation. You want to spend maybe 1 night or 2 nights at a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
And then watch the fireworks. Wouldn't it be nice? And then go on Snow White mine train ride afterwards.
There you go. You see, it's getting all romantic now.
You know, a little very romantic. Very nice. You know?
Definitely.
You know, put away those cargo shorts and tank tops. Put on a nice collared shirt. I'm sure Simon looks very good in a nice collared shirt with ruffles.
He scrubs up all right every now and then.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that's only 3 down. You've got 7 more to go, Tommy.
I mentioned Snow White's Mine Train. I love that ride. I think it would be really cool to have that ride. You know what would be really neat? You get off on Snow White's Scary Adventures, and then you can automatically get onto the mine train ride.
Ooh, that's you being crafty, getting 2 attractions in for one there.
Can you add 2 attractions in one? So you say you're going through the whole thing, and all of a sudden, you know, you get to the mine train part of the Snowy White's ride, and then you get off and you ride the mine train, and then you get back onto Snow White's Scary Adventures.
Oh, you've got to love that idea, Shell.
Yeah, there you go.
That is absolutely just perfect for me. I'm really, really happy now because I'm going to go to Tommy's Park and get double Snow White attractions.
Yeah, double. Yeah, exactly. This would be the ultimate Snow White adventure.
How do you feel then? Because we're trying to bolt things on. Over at the Wilderness Lodge, at the Artists Point restaurant, they have the Snow White dining. Could we maybe add that onto this? Absolutely.
I think we should. Absolutely. Stick it in. Let's do it. You know, it would be really kind of neat is kind of like have in a Blue Bayou setting where you can actually look out over this mine train area.
Ooh.
Can you imagine like that? And all of a sudden you see people coming by. Maybe it would be, I know it would be kind of loud if it was a really thing, but maybe there would be kind of like the entrance where the mine train just takes off and you see tunnels and things like that, and maybe see things in the distance and things like that.
Or maybe where you're going through the dark area where they're actually in the mine.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly.
You see, we're giving Imagineering all these wonderful ideas now.
I was going to say, do we put a copyright on this at the top of the show, Michelle?
I'll do that when we do our intros. Okay, what else now, Tommy?
I've never been on this attraction. I haven't been to Hong Kong, but I've seen videos of it. I think Mystic Manor would be an excellent attraction to be brought into Disneyland. It looks amazing. It really, really does. And I think it's just a very unique experience. I had a friend that went to Hong Kong Disney, and they brought me back an Albert figure.
Oh.
And they also brought me back a little hat, too.
Oh, cute.
So what you've got so far is you've got yourself a nice little people mover, you've got a show, you've got the circle vision with the history, you've got a little bit of a mini thrill ride with the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and I'm sure on your version of that you'll make those carts to be able to swing a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll make them swing more.
And then you've got the trackless version of an attraction at Mystic Manor, so that's a pretty good first 5. What do you think, Jane?
Well, I'm quite liking this park, so where are we building it? That's the question.
Another attraction I would like to, this one's I like to bring back, is the Skyway buckets. Yeah, absolutely. And I would love to have it over the same path.
Have you got many nice memories of past trips on that attraction?
Yes, absolutely. With my wife, which was my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, we used to go. Did that on grad night. Our first date. Yeah, that was fun. I think we took our son Jeremy on. It was still open when Jeremy was very young. But yeah, it was a lot of fun memories. A lot of bad things I did, like throwing pennies out of the just trying to hit people with pennies in Fantasyland as we go over. But I won't talk about that too much. We won't.
You're the reason it closed then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was a fun attraction. It was a great attraction, in fact, because again, it gives you that overview of the park. Mm. So you get on there and you just slowly glide over the submarine lagoon, and then you go through the Matterhorn, and then you can look out over Main Street, look over Fantasyland, see Adventureland and Frontierland in the distance. What they would probably do is they probably would build it nowadays enclosed, so nobody would throw things out like they do now with a Skyliner. They probably do that. That's what they would do.
Health and safety.
Health and safety, right? Exactly.
What about something to eat while you're on the Skyway? Maybe a quick portable snack?
Probably sell you like a little box lunch or a box snack. So it would have like a little bit of popcorn in it and churro bites or pretzel bites in it. How about that? A little box snack and a little juice packet. How's that?
Sounds perfect if it was shaped in like a Skyway bucket.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Because we know somebody on WDW Happy Place who'll be getting you to buy a one.
Yes, exactly.
That sounds fantastic. So we're down 6. It's getting now to the point where I'm wondering, Tommy, there's not a lot of thrill rides in this attraction park you're building. I
know there's not a lot of thrill rides, but there's one movie and attraction that is being built right now. It's the Tron ride. I would love a Tron ride. Again, this would be, in Tomorrowland, of course, because Tomorrowland is always about adventure and excitement and the future and fantasy, sci-fi fantasy. And so I think Tron would fit really good in there, a Tron attraction. But you know what I would love to have in there? Is have an entertainment space in there where you can have, in the evenings, you can have dance parties in there. Kind of like what they had over in DCA where they had electronica.
Yeah.
They would bring that back every night over to near that attraction.
That sounds a great idea. And there's all sorts of drink and beverage options over there.
Yeah, drink and beverage options. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see lots of neon-themed cupcakes and cocktails going on.
Exactly, little fuzzy drinks and things like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
That could be what they're planning for over in Walt Disney World. You never know.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. It could be. Well, electronica was very popular at Disney California Adventure. I think it played for almost 2 years. It was amazing.
Let's move on to your number 8.
Oh boy, we're really getting deep here, aren't we? Let's talk about. I was thinking about you talk about going back in time and things like that. Mm-hmm. I think what they should do is they should bring back in different outdoor vending carts some of the old Disneyland food that they used to have and the way that they would present it. For example, like when you went to the popcorn stand, you usually got popcorn in a box that you could actually close up. It was kind of more of a rectangular box.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be kind of cool to have that type of presentation brought back. Now, it's kind of interesting that I brought it up because they actually brought back this type of box, but they just filled it up with popcorn that's been sitting for like many hours, and they sell it at an ice cream park, believe it or not. And they were selling a box of popcorn for $5.
Yeah.
And I got one finally. I was so happy to get one of those. But I would like to have fresh popcorn in it. I don't want popcorn that was popped 8 hours ago. I want fresh popcorn from the popcorn cart.
Just thinking about sort of health and safety issues now, just floating away for a second. But the ability to close up a popcorn box, in my mind, one, it stops the custodial cast members having to spend time sweeping up popcorn spills. And two, it keeps the popcorn fresh. And three, it keeps it germ-free.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that idea.
Nothing worse than someone sneezing and coughing on your popcorn, causing you to have to now throw it away.
Exactly. I like that idea. So my next new attraction that we would like to have, and this is going to be from Disney Seas, is the Sinbad Adventures attraction. And it's kind of like It's a Small World where you're in little boats and you're traveling around and everything like that. But this attraction looks really cute and lots of amazing animatronics. And again, this is a one-of-a-kind of attraction that they built over at for Tokyo. But I think that would be amazing.
And isn't this the place where they have the eatery where you can get the tiger tail and all those lovely foods over there as well?
I believe so. Bring it over. Bring it all over.
So Sinbad's Storybook Voyage.
Oh, that's what it's called. Sinbad Storybook Voyage. Thank you for me with that.
You like a boat ride, don't you, Jane?
Well, it's kind of like my sort of thing, isn't it? It's kind of gentle and got little animatronics in it. I'll be quite happy.
I think it's really beautiful. From the videos I've seen, it just looks just amazing, and the music is very nice. So my next attraction, and again, we're going to go to Japan. We're going to get it from Tokyo Disneyland. It's going to be the Star Jets, and I really like those Star Jets that they have there because they're a little bit different than what we have. I think that they look really slick and they look really ultra modern. There's some thrills in it and you get some really good views. I think it's a very cool attraction. What do you think?
I'm in love with that, but I'm going to suggest the eatery to go with it because I'm stunned you've not mentioned this tile of food yet. Okay? So it's a go with me. And it was actually available when the Star Jets were open in Tokyo, and they had something called a Space Sundae, and it was in this amazing looking bowl that had like an extension piece on the bottom where you could hold it with your hand, and then it came out into like a conical part of a cone, and in there ice cream. All sorts of ice cream, different flavours, different styles. You can add some chocolate fudge, you can add some fruity sauces. Sounds fun to me.
Oh, that sounds very good. I did not know about that establishment there, but that sounds amazing. You know, those types of attractions like the Star Jets, the People Mover, the Skyway are all awesome to ride at night, especially during fireworks. Isn't it? Have you ever done that? Watched the fireworks from the People Mover? It's just amazing. Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah. We managed to just time it purely by chance once, and that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fun experience.
My husband's favourite is at Walt Disney World is when we used to go in August a lot, was to go on their version of this attraction, and in the distance you could sometimes be really lucky and see a storm and some lightning. He loved that.
Yes.
He's a little bit of a lightning hunter, is Tom, I'm afraid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, remember when a couple of years ago when we were stuck in the lightning storm in the Contemporary?
Oh, wow, that was the most unreal storm ever.
It was. Everything was shut down. Remember, they shut down the monorail? It just poured rain, and then oh my gosh, it just shook the building.
Yeah.
That was a free show. That's an amazing free show.
Well, the question that's on my mind right now is, what's your 10th attraction? And I'm curious, because at the moment you've not included one for your lovely wife, her favourite. So I'm just wondering what it's going to be.
Oh boy.
Happy life, happy wife.
I know. It's going to be a Dooney and Bork. A ride through with purses.
I know, why haven't they come up with that already? They'd have been to a winner there, wouldn't they? You'd ride that, Michelle. Free handbag at the end.
I wouldn't. I can't afford it.
Maybe get a free one at the end.
I can't see it lasting very long. It'd bankrupt Disney.
What ride would my wife want to see return back to Disneyland?
Well, I know she likes her pirates.
Well, she loves Pirates of the Caribbean. We've seen video, of course, of the pirates with the Johnny Depp in Shanghai, and I think that's an amazing attraction. Looks amazing, and I wouldn't mind, something like that here in the States. But how would you? I mean, here in Disneyland, but how would you kind of incorporate that? Just I want to hear your idea. You put me on the spot.
Oh,
I'm going to put you on the spot.
I don't know. I think it would be nice to have a similar appearance or using the similar technology, but maybe in the captain's bedroom and utilising that scene.
Okay. All right. I see what you mean. Yeah. Where he kind of appears and disappears.
Yeah.
It would be nice. What they could do is they would go back to the original attraction, the way it was originally built.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the scene where you are with the pirates shooting across each other, you would have the boat would immediately take a left turn. You would hear the story of Davy Jones and everything like that. You would be taken down the storyline of the Jack Sparrow Pirate of the Caribbean movies. That way you would keep everything similar with what has happened in the past, and then you would take people down the future or to the current storyline. So it would make it into a 40-minute ride.
Or how about it's a dual track, and one time you get the story of that and one time you get the existing.
Oh, there you go. So it could be, you don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, there you go. So, go on one boat, you get the classic attraction. Another boat, it becomes the new storyline. I like that idea.
I occasionally have them.
Very nice. Would you have like a restaurant attached to it, of course?
You've had a lot of restaurants. I think you need something quick service.
Yeah, would be that would be kind of nice. A quick serve pirate theme. So you could call it Pirate Booty or something like that.
What about the Chicken of the Sea pirate ship that they used to have? Could it be something along there but better food?
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be very nice. I would like that. And they used to have like a little restaurant, or it was a takeaway restaurant in there. It was sponsored by Chicken of the Sea Tuna Company. Mm-hmm. And you would get tuna sandwiches, and then you can go out there and you can. They had a little seating area, and you have a place to sit and eat your sandwiches and things like that. It was a very popular thing. I wouldn't mind seeing that being brought back.
Any final comments for you, Jane, to give to Tommy?
Well, when can we go? That would be my only comment. Because I quite like the sound of that. It's kind of my sort of part. I don't mind that there's not too much in the way of thrill attraction. So it kind of suits my my aesthetic quite well. I know you'd probably want something a bit more thrilly ride, wouldn't you, Shell?
Yeah, because when I'm sort of looking at this, the Tron Coaster is your big thrill ride, isn't it? But there's so many notable mentions that you could have possibly wanted to stick in this park from Disneyland of past. And I'm kind of surprised that somehow with your pirate area that you didn't have like a mermaid lagoon, because they had real mermaids, because I know a relative of yours used to be a mermaid.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, they can bring back the mermaids. Yes. I don't think you want to use my cousin. She doesn't look
That's Tommy cut out of the will.
Yeah, that would be, more like a werewolf than a mermaid. Oh, boy. I'm glad she doesn't listen to the show. So
I've now got blackmail material for Tommy.
You do. It would be kind of cool to have mermaids. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the mermaids were very popular. You know why the mermaids left, right?
Why?
Because, they used a lot of harsh chemicals to keep the water clear and chlorine. And so it would just bleach out their hair. In the summertime, it was just so bright, and the water would reflect back onto this. She would have, sunburns and things like that, and just it was very, very harsh on her skin, and So they only lasted a short while.
So, listeners, we're going to ask you, what would you do for your top 10 in your Disney theme park? Has Tommy given you some food for thought with his ideas? How would you do it? We will put a little post up on our Facebook family page, and we invite you to pop on by and create your own wonderful Disney theme park. Tommy, before we let you go and carry on with your busy Californian sunshine day, would you like to give yourself a little bit of a shout out where people can find you on social media and all the wonderful Disney Cruise Line information that you have?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, you can find me on my Disney podcast show, which is the Diz Geek Podcast, dizgeek.com. Check that out there. Also, check out my own show, which I do with my brother-in-law, which is The Cruise Dudes, where we talk about cruise ship vacations and travel. And we just share our knowledge, and we share our news and information. And we just love cruising. We love the cruise vacation lifestyle. Oh, we have cruise reviews. We talk about my recent vacations. My wife and I just got back from 2 weeks on Caribbean voyages. We were on the Sky Princess the first week, and the second week we were on the Regal Princess. And on the Regal Princess, we did a special Valentine's cruise and vow renewal with television star Gavin MacLeod, who portrayed the captain of the Love Boat TV series. So we had a very fun experience. You can learn about that in the next coming weeks. So thecruisedudes.com, check it on out. Thank you very much.
I insist that you do, because Tommy's productions of the Cruise Dudes and Diz Geeks, his involvement in them both is absolutely spot on. And I'm sure you will find out so much more about the cruise life and also the Disney life. Anyway, to wrap up this week's show, if you want to find out anything further from us, find us on our social media at Diz Dream Girls on Instagram and Twitter. You can join our Disney Dream Girls podcast family, and we've been doing a little bit, sharing some Facebook Lives and some quizzes and questions, and sharing our Disney life with everybody else to help us through at this difficult time. If you want additional content from our podcast as well, hop on over patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls, and there's over 100 additional bits and pieces you'll find over there. But until next time, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Tommy?
All right, everyone. Until next time.
This podcast is part of the After Dark Podcast Network.